Hi, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Susan.
And today we're going to be making a tassel necklace inspired by My Little Pony. Alright, Susan, I don't know if you've heard, but it is the final season of My Little Pony.
I have not heard.
You've not heard about this?
Okay,
Oh
this is pretty exciting.
Okay, so the fan bases, their hearts are breaking all across the world.
So it's sad.
It's sad, yeah. They're finally coming to a close. But the exciting thing is that, people can go back and binge watch and watch the entire series now. Like, they don't have to keep up with new episodes, which I'm all about binge watching.
I can binge watch
we
My
can
Little
watch it
Pony.
together.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have you seen most of them already?
I've seen a lot of them.
Okay.
My niece loves them, but I'm also an unofficial brony at this point. I'm all about Twilight Sparkle, so I'm in there.
I love Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah, she's my favorite.
Really?
She's my favorite.
Well, purple is my favorite color.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I like her.
Well, I was thinking, let's make something inspired by My Little Pony. Let's do something to kind of commiserate.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Okay.
What about a tassel necklace that looks like the
Kinda
colors
like
of Twilight Sparkle?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay,
I think that's a
So
good idea.
what would they look like? Is that gonna be something that's kind of difficult, hard to make?
It's not. Okay, I kind of have this thing where I like to make fluffy tassels.
Okay.
And I will tell you that they're a little labor intensive.
Okay, so it'll work.
But they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's going to look just like her mane and her tail.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be great.
Right?
Carrington's gonna love this. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
I've got some supplies here.
Okay.
So these are the cords that we're going to use. There's 2 yards of cord on each one of these. This is silk.
Okay.
And it's kind of a twisted silk. And when you unravel it, that's how you get this really cool fluffy tassel.
Okay.
So I've got 3 colors. I've got this kind of lavender color here, which is like the main color on her body.
Yeah, like her body. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like a light, almost lavender.
Yeah.
And then purple, of course.
Of course.
And then I thought I saw some midnight blue.
Yeah, I
Just
think her mane
dash
is
of it.
Yeah.
in there.
It's gotta make some.
So I picked that color too. Does that look good?
Yeah, no, this is perfect.
Then I also have some chain, so we're just gonna hang it off of a chain. Just
Okay.
a basic chain.
Yeah.
And we're going to see this little ring right here?
Yeah.
We're gonna use that to kind of between the tassel and the necklace. It just looks more professional, more like designer. If you put a ring or something in there to kind of give it a little something, like a little something.
Yeah.
And
Spice it up a little bit.
We'll spice it up, yes.
Yeah.
And then I've got a couple jump rings. You know what those are?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I know what jump ring.
I got 2 jump rings, and this is just a little, I'm calling it a tassel topper right now.
A tassel topper. Okay.
So we're gonna be able to pull the tassel up inside that and then connect it to the ring. Okay, and then we've got our basic tools over here. Remember, there's nothing scary, okay?
Yeah.
We've got a round nose plier, a flat nose plier, and a chain nose plier.
Okay.
You're just gonna use those 2 to open and close the jump rings.
Perfect.
That's it. And then the round nose to make a little connector. And of course, we're always gonna have a flush cutter.
Always.
We have a pair of amazing scissors.
Okay, this is gonna help us with the tassel cutting.
And the bottom, because when you're working on it, it sometimes gets one string gets a little longer and the other string gets a little shorter. So we're gonna have this to kind of trim it off.
Yeah.
And see, I want you to see that they have my initials on them.
Oh, so these are yours.
They're mine.
Okay. I see that.
All right, so I think we are ready. First thing to do is open up these little cards of silk and unravel them. So, you know what I should have done before? I should have wet the silk before we took it off the cards.
Ooh, okay.
So wrap it back on.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
I'm gonna do that because it's just a lot easier. Because you have to wet it and stretch it before you use it. Because you see, look at all the.
Yeah, there's a lot of tangles and.
Just where it's been around there, and also silk stretches.
Yeah.
And so if you don't stretch it before you use it, then you'll definitely have little pieces of tassel that are longer than others.
Okay, because it's going to stretch naturally.
Yeah, it's gonna stretch. So see, I've got some water over here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna wet it like that. And we'll do the same thing with this one. All right, now I'm gonna take it off of here and let me show you what I'm gonna do to stretch it. It's really easy. All right, so just see how I'm stretching like that, just pulling on it.
So we're just gonna pull.
Yeah, just kind of pull, and you can feel it. You feel it stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The water definitely makes a difference.
It won't do it without the water. I've tried.
Yeah.
I've tried and tried and tried. This silk comes in all different colors. I mean, any color, several different colors of pink. All these, you see all these colors of purple, brown, gray, black, white, you name it.
So
comes in different sizes,
no matter
too.
what pony you want to do.
Yes. Okay, so Got them all there.
Got them here. All right.
And so, have you ever used a tassel maker?
No.
Oh, good. I'm so excited. This will be great. Okay, tighten that up. All right, so this is a tassel maker.
Okay.
You see, you can kind of, I bet you know how it works already,
I think
right?
I can
It's
figure
pretty
that out.
easy.
Yeah.
There are other ways to make tassels. Obviously, you could do it around a card or something like that. I like this because it just kind of holds everything in place while you do any type of wrapping or finishing work.
Okay.
And it's hard to do on a card because the card is in the way.
Yeah.
And so this gives you all this area here to work with. And also I like it because you can make all these different lengths of tassels. So I can move these two bars. I could move this bar up. I don't know if you see the holes right there.
Yeah, okay.
I can move the bar up. There's a little wing nut right here. And you just pull them in and out, and you can make it smaller or larger, whatever size you want to. Okay. And so what you need to do is you need to secure your silk underneath one of those wing nuts.
Okay.
And so you just untie it, and then you're going to take it and put it up underneath there like that.
And just tighten it up.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, okay, and so then you just wrap it around there.
You just wrap it around, okay. Yeah. So we just twist that. Mm-hmm. Do we want to keep this like tight?
No, good. Yeah, just right there is fine.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, you don't have to go tight.
Okay.
You're good at this.
Yeah, I like this. It's kind of like very zen, very
relaxing. It is, right? There
you
go, that's it.
All right,
perfect. So
we got it.
Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to kind of secure the tassel, obviously, so that it doesn't go all over the place. So I just got some 22 gauge wire. And I am going to take a piece of this and wrap it around the top of this. So, and if you guys have watched any of my videos, I did do a 101 video on tassel making, and it's all about how to make these tassels, and I do it a little bit differently there, but I'm really gonna go into a lot of detail in that video if you need a little more information on making tassels. All right, so we're just gonna go through the center here like this.
Okay.
And bring this up to the top. We're gonna, if you want to just
undo this one,
do that one, and just loosen them, or you could actually take the bottom one off if you want to. You can just pull it out.
Oh, just to pull it out.
Yeah.
So we've got this secured.
And you really don't need to worry about how this looks because we're gonna hide it.
Okay. Okay. So this doesn't need to be super clean or super pretty. Like twist it
just
around.
Just twist it around so it's tight on there. Because I only want this one piece coming out the top.
Yeah.
So, does that look good?
Yeah, that's good.
Trim off that extra right there. And once again, if you leave a tiny little bit, it's going to be hidden under a cap, so it doesn't really matter.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. All right, so now you get to use my fancy scissors.
All right, so we're going to trim some of this.
Well, you need
down
to.
Here.
Well, you didn't trim that, but also you've got to cut all those open, so it's more tassel-y.
Yes. Perfect.
Did you do it all?
No, I did not. Toot my own horn.
All right, and then you can trim off all that extra too. Okay, so now we're gonna put it together and make it into a necklace.
Okay.
And then I'll show you how to make it fluffy.
Okay, fantastic.
All right, so here's our little tassel topper.
Tassel topper.
You see that little hole in there?
Oh, okay. I think I can figure out the next step.
Okay, good. I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just gonna see how you do there.
So we're just gonna feed this through.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Look at that. So it just kind of hides off that little piece that we were talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, and so now we just have to make a connector at the top here. So what you do is you take your wire and you're gonna go right up against the top of that cap.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna grab it like I was at the top of the cap. And you're going to take your finger and you're gonna press the wire away from you into a 90-degree angle, like so.
Okay.
So you'll have a tiny space right there. And then you're gonna grab it just about 1/8 of an inch past that bend, and you're gonna roll back towards yourself.
Okay.
See that half circle?
Yeah.
Okay. So I took it out to show you, but normally what you want to do is leave it in there.
Okay.
Okay. And then use this like a mandrel.
And you're just gonna wrap it.
To shape that, and you're just gonna wrap it around.
Gotcha.
And what you have there is a circle
or
a connector, and then you just take this wire, the excess wire, and you wrap it. Three times, like so, and then trim off the excess.
Okay. So you
and like on this one, I actually kind of did a little bit of a messy wrap because I thought it looked better.
Yeah.
So I'll show you how to do that when you get to that point. But here, give it a try.
All right. So.
Okay, turn. All right, hold on. Turn this hand over, so it's this the whole thing. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Good. All right, now hold on. Go a little bit closer to the tip of the plier because that's gonna be a lot of space to have to wrap in.
Closer.
To the tip. This way.
To the tip. Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, right about there is perfect. Now bend it back away from you. Perfect. Yeah, and think 90-degree angles. So now
about 1/8 of an inch.
About 1/8 of an inch. Yeah. Yep, and roll it back towards yourself. You did perfect, but you pulled instead of rolled, which is, I always do that.
Okay.
So, but I just want to show you what happened.
Yeah.
Open sesame. There we go. See how big that is? I call that a P.
Yeah.
That's a P. And so, and I do it, I mean, it's the most common thing people do when they're making these connectors. And there is a way you can do it like that, but what I usually do is just go there and you want to roll.
Just roll, okay, yeah.
Roll the wire, or kind of the plier instead of
moving the wire itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can get it back in there and finish off the circle. That's perfect.
There we go.
Good job.
All right, and then we'll just trim off that extra.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I forgot to tell you to do something.
What's that?
We forgot to attach it to our ring.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. We're going to use a jump ring to do that.
Okay, we can do that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There you go. Don't forget to attach it to the ring.
So we got that in there. Oh, got the ring. Yep.
Perfect. Twist and push, right? Yeah. Like you're going to overlap almost. So I love this chain because it's got open links on it. So they're almost like a bunch of jump rings, like fancy jump rings.
Fantastic.
See that?
Yeah.
So I can just make a continuous chain, and I don't have to have a clasp, which on a long necklace, who needs one?
Yeah, you don't need it. Yeah.
So let me see. This one, let me just grab this here and twist that open like so. Then we can attach it. And I'm using a 28-inch chain. I know that might seem like a weird length, but it works for me. I like it to be a little bit longer than 24, but not as long as 32. So.
And the great thing about this is, like, if you get it shorter or longer.
If you go home and your niece loves this and this is too long for her, just take out some lengths.
Yeah.
So easy.
It's real easy. Yeah.
Yes.
It's not hard at all.
All right, and then here's the jump ring to attach the tassel to that.
Okay, so we just figure out what we're going to put it in.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to put it through one of the links if you don't want to.
Oh, you don't have to. Oh, you can just do it right around it, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, that was really good. Now what we want to do is the part that I told you that was a little bit labor intensive. Mm-hmm. We want to make it fluffy.
Make it fluffy. Okay.
Okay. So we're probably gonna have to talk a lot about. You're gonna have to tell me all about My Little Pony and Twilight Sparkle while we do this because it's gonna take us a while.
Yes. Okay.
But what you do is, I should say it's gonna take you a while.
Yeah. Because I'm doing this.
It's your project. But anyway, but you see how it's a twisted silk?
Yeah.
So what you do is you just have to unravel it.
We're just finding. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, there's really not any other way.
Yeah, you're just twisting the opposite way.
Untwist it and pull, untwist and pull.
One thing that I think is really fascinating is that the creator, so the show is created by a woman named Lauren Faust, and she's actually the wife of the creator of the Powerpuff Girls. Another one of my favorite shows.
I love the Powerpuff Girls.
I love Powerpuff Girls.
Oh
yeah, so I was like, that's a really.
I haven't seen that in forever.
I know, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look how great you did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think I missed it.
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to have a couple in there that are untwisted.
Yeah.
Or not, I guess that are still twisted.
Yeah.
Just gives it some texture.
Yeah, some visual texture. Yeah.
And so what I do now is I actually take the whole thing and wet it and brush it.
Oh, okay.
And actually with a hairbrush.
With a hairbrush.
Yes, or
okay.
a comb, but usually a hairbrush works better.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna dip it in the water.
Okay.
And because what that does is it kind of straightens out the silk.
Yeah. Less frizz.
Yeah, less frizz. I don't want to get it too wet because I want you to be able to wear it. And so basically you just, see how that,
oh yeah,
right up here. See how it's starting to kind of fuzz out?
Yeah.
So you just kind of brush it.
Looks
and
more
I've used a
uniform
comb.
and-
I've used a comb too. Some combs get stuck in it, and so that's why I'm using my brush. So last time I think I did the tassel video, I used a comb, it got a little bit stuck, you get it stuck on some of this. And so it's a little bit better, I think, to use a brush.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But it's got a great look.
It turned out great.
Oh, yeah.
I love
this is
the
so
color.
cool. Yeah, Carrington's going to love this.
Thanks so much for watching. If you guys would like to pick up some supplies like the ones we worked with today, check out the links down below. Who's your favorite pony? Tell me about it in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And now that you know a little bit about making a My Little Pony themed tassel necklace, you can say,
I made this.